Hey guys, I wanted to go make a quick work through video for you guys of this warm-up in case you get stuck, because this is writing an explicit rule, which is very important. So let me do that like this. Okay, we'll just do it like a markup tool. Okay, so here's how it goes, all right? There's 2 fish in a pond, and every year the number of fish multiply by 5. So that's a recursive rule, if you remember, because they tell us the first term and they tell us what to do to each previous term. It depends on a previous term. But how do we write an explicit rule, which is what I want to do? So what I'm going to do is teach you guys how I would do it. Okay, so I'm going to do years n, and then the number of fish. I'm just going to recopy this chart over here so that I have room to play with it. Nope. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. 0, 2, 1, 10, 2, 50, and 3, 250. So this is what I want you guys to do, all right? We're gonna come up with a pattern. This is what happens. So the first one is just 2. And then for the second one, we're going to use the recursive rule that it multiplies by 5. We're going to say this is 2 times 5. Now, every step, I want you to recopy the previous step first. So instead of saying this is 10 times 2, or 10 times 5, I'm sorry, we're going to copy the previous step. So this is 2 times 5 times another 5. Ugh. And then here, this is the previous step again. So 2 times 5 times 5 times another 5. Okay, now this doesn't look that much like a 5. Okay. Alrighty, so now we're starting to see a pattern. And if I were to do the fourth one, that would be 2 times 5 times 5 times 5, and then times another 5. Okay? So now that we've got this going, what I want us to do is rewrite this like we did in the warm-up activity from last class, where this is now 2 times 5, and because I'm multiplying 5 times itself 4 times, this is 2 times 5 to the 4th power. And this guy is 2 times 5 to the 3rd power. This one right here is 2 times 5 to the 2nd power. I can even write this guy the same way. 2 times 5 to the 1st power. And believe it or not, this guy right here is 2 times 5 to the 0 power. It doesn't have a 5. So now, once you've got this beautiful pattern created, I want you to find a correlation between the exponent and the n value. So here, exponent is 4, n value is 4. Exponent 3, n value 3. Exponent 2, n value 2. Exponent 1, n value 1. Exponent 0, n value 0. What is the correlation? They are the same. Oop. So now we're going to write a rule, and we're going to say that that explicit rule or expression is 2 times 5 to what power? Our exponent is always the same as n. to the power of n. And this is the answer right here. Okay? Now, this is really interesting, you guys, because here I'm seeing three things, a 2, a 5, and an n. And each one is very significant. The 2 was what? That was our first term, if you remember. Let me see if I can show you. The 2 was our first term. Okay? And this 5 was what we multiplied each time to get the next term. That was our constant ratio, or common ratio. And this n represents the number of years. So once you kind of get the hang of this, first term, common ratio to a power, you can even kind of make the rule more quickly without having to do the pattern. But I do love the pattern while we're getting started.